Eating at Subway sandwiches.
Subway tries to hide them, but we are there to find them. Yes, we're talking about secrets. And we all know how hard it is to keep a secret, so here are the top 10 Subway secret menu items they try to hide from you.
And I just fed him a whole bag of Subway sandwiches.
Chicken Cordon Bleu sub at Subway.
What's chicken Cordon Bleu?
The Subway secret menu has many options, and the Chicken Cordon Bleu sub is probably the fanciest option out of all of them. Why is this fancy? Well, did you know that a traditional Cordon Bleu is a dish that originated in Switzerland and consists of meat wrapped around cheese, then breaded, and then either fried or baked? As you can see, there are many steps in making this dish. Its complexity is part of what makes it so fancy and exciting. It is food inside food inside food. The name Cordon Bleu literally translates to blue ribbon.
Interesting.
What does this dish of foodception have to do with a blue ribbon, though? Well, blue ribbons were originally worn by members of the highest order of knighthood. Recently, the honor has also been bestowed upon cooks who rise to the highest order of culinary mastery. How did the honor get to become the name of a dish of food, though? This is not totally clear. That being said, the earliest record of the Cordon Bleu dish was in a cookbook in 1949. The earliest American reference to the dish was in 1967 in the New York Times. Subway is participating in this lineage of Cordon Bleu by making a secret menu item that shares the name. Do not be fooled, though. This sandwich is good, but it is not Cordon Bleu mastery level. Let's be real.
They should have called it Chicken Cordon Bleu.
The Subway Old Cut.
I could go for a sandwich.
This next secret menu item has nothing to do with the insides of the sandwich and everything to do with how it is cut. Did you know Subway has changed the way they cut their subs over the years? If you are one of the people who noticed this change, then you will be happy to know you can just ask for the old cut and you will be granted your wish. If you did not notice this change at all, then, well, you were unobservant. Or maybe you were just too young and missed the shift completely. It's okay. Here is your education on the different kinds of cuts.
Teach me.
Back in the day, Subway used to cut a U shape in the bread. They would basically make room for filling. Now they are cutting it nearly in two by slicing down the side. The newer version is not the best way of cutting it because it is not the optimal way of keeping the innards of the sandwich where they belong, inside. This new way is the reason why you always take extra napkins when you have a Subway sandwich, and it could well be avoided if you order the Subway Old Cut. You can make this secret menu item order with any of your sandwiches. Choose your favorite and give it a go.
Now I know.
Sweet and sour chicken sub from Subway.
Sweet and sour chicken.
This next one is the sweet and sour chicken sub. Sweet and sour is now a classic combination that is so popular it could be on the actual menu. The sweet and sour chicken sub has some tender chicken pieces, banana peppers, tomatoes, red onions, sweet onion sauce, and red wine vinaigrette. Is this giving you any fun ideas for your homemade sandwiches? Have you now figured out that sweet and sour is a flavor combo that you loved and never knew you needed in a sandwich until now?
I really need it.
Did you know the term sweet and sour is a generic phrase used to describe sauces, dishes, cooking styles, and flavoring? It all began in China and made its way over to North America in the Middle Ages. Apparently, the style of mixing sweet and sour flavors began in the Hunan province in China. Now we can find it tucked away on Subway's secret menu. Go out and find it. You will absolutely love it if you are a sweet and sour fan. And let's be real, who isn't a sweet and sour fan?
So true, so true.
The Subway Big Philly Cheesesteak.
Philly cheesesteak.
You do not need to be in Philly to enjoy this bad boy. Just walk into your local Subway and order up. One big Philly cheesesteak, please. This sub comes with 3 scoops of steak and twice the amount of cheese than they normally give. If you really want to make it taste like a classic Philly cheesesteak sub, you should add onions and peppers. You should also get it toasted. The warmer, the better. Did you know that the original Philly cheesesteak was invented by Pat Olivieri in the 1930s? This guy was a hot dog vendor, and apparently he decided to grill up the steak he had bought from the butcher and then slide it into an Italian bread roll. Clever man.
You are so smart.
He probably did not know that he had made an iconic food staple that would remain a symbol of his city for years to come. How did the word get out, though? It is all because of cab drivers. The smell of Pat Olivieri's concoction was wafting over the city and caught the attention of a passing cab driver who stopped to get one. In time, other cab drivers came came, and then more. Eventually, the whole city was coming to him for these sandwiches. His creation was so popular that he had to give up the stall and open up a shop called Pat's King of Steaks. Now, many places offer up this type of sandwich, Subway included. Thanks, Mr. Pat Olivieri, for changing the sandwich game and making something really memorable. The Footlong B.M.T. at Subway.
Footlongs for life.
This order is really intense. You have been warned. This next item really is a secret menu item because there is no way people would order this regularly. The sheer cost of this sandwich is reason enough. How crazy is the cost, you are wondering? What could this sub be made of? Okay, here goes. The Footlong BMT costs $86 and is made out of 8 double meats, 8 double cheese, 9 layers of bacon, every vegetable they offer, and bread in between the layers. You certainly will not be able to eat this in the car or on the go. If you are ordering this, it means you are ready for a challenge.
Challenge accepted.
And you are ready to go into the Subway and sit down. In fact, you should expect to draw a crowd. This item is not on the menu because it is simply so big. It costs a lot to make, and it costs a lot to eat. It is high in calories, duh, and it is not the best for your health. All of that said, it is a fun way for Subway to stay in the loop. Many different fast food joints offer similar types of big meals, and it is only logical that Subway would have one too.
It would be worth a try.
The Subway Chicken Parmesan Sub.
Your chicken parmesan should be ready soon.
Your grandmother might have made a chicken parmesan dish, or you tried it after seeing it made on the Food Network, or perhaps you ate it while visiting in Italy. Maybe you like to order this at a local restaurant you go to. Chicken parmesan, or chicken parm for short, is usually yummy wherever you get it. Now you can find it at Subway, and boy is it good. You will not find it on the menu because that would be too easy for you. You will have to ask the friendly staff, and they should know what you are talking about.
You know, I really hope so.
On the off chance that they look at you like you are a crazy person, just ask them to prepare a sub with roasted chicken, marinara sauce, and Parmesan cheese. This pretty uncomplicated combination of flavors is the best way to change up a chicken order. Mixing chicken with Parmesan is actually a very American style of cooking. You may have been convinced this dish originated in Italy, but it actually did not. The chicken Parmesan or chicken Parmigiana dish came out of the United States. It was made principally in Italian-American communities. You can also find a sister dish, the eggplant Parmigiana. This one, however, did originate in Italy.
Bring me a huge plate.
Grilled cheese sub at Subway.
I want grilled cheese.
Hungover, picky eater, just longing for something simple? Never fear. The grilled cheese sub is here. The grilled cheese sub is loaded up. It is filled. It is packed. It is just jammed with lots of goodness. What kind of goodness, you ask? This is simple. Cheese. The grilled cheese sub has shredded American cheese and a Monterey cheddar blend.
It was so cheesy.
It also comes with a tomato. Though the tomato pairs well with the cheese combo, it is totally understandable if you are a grilled cheese purist and would rather ask to have no tomatoes. Many of us think of grilled cheese sandwiches as having just cheese in them. Nothing wrong with wanting to stay classic. Some of us add things to our grilled cheeses though, and that is also okay. A grilled cheese is really good anyway and every way. Maybe cheese and bacon, or cheese and fried onions, or in this case, cheese and tomato. Give it a go. The grilled cheese sub is on the secret menu, but now that you know it is there, you can find it.
Grilled cheese sandwiches.
The Subway Tuna Melt Sub.
Check it out. Tuna sandwich.
Tuna. You either love it or hate it. If you're a lover of tuna, then you may be interested in ordering the Tuna Melt Sub off of Subway's secret menu. Did you know that the term tuna melt only began in the 1960s? Apparently, a writer named Warren Bobrow invented the tuna melt in 1965 in South Carolina when he wrote about a certain accident that happened at the lunch counter at Woolworth's. The legend goes that he was at said counter when a woman walked in and ordered a grilled cheese sandwich. Sitting on top of a shelf above the area where the grilled cheese sandwich was being made was a piece of tuna on a bed of lettuce. As if by magic, the tuna and lettuce fell onto the unsuspecting lady sandwich and bam! The tuna melt was born.
That is like magic.
Though this is likely not a true story, it is still a fun story that is whimsical and even a little inspiring. It makes us wonder what kind of little accident could prompt the next big thing. The Subway tuna melt sub is no accident. Even though it is secret, it is there, waiting for you to order it. Go and enjoy the tuna melt sub and ponder on the origins of such a combination in flavors.
All sounded so good to me.
The pizza sub from Subway.
Pizza?
This next one is the pizza sub. Yes, pizza and a sub. It is like Pizza Hut and Subway had a baby. This is probably the most ordered secret item. Why? Well, because pizzas and subs are delicious on their own. Together, they must be amazing.
Sounds delicious.
It is also nice to have a pizza in a sandwich form. This way, all of the innards will stay nice and hot. Regular pizzas cool down rather quickly because there is a lot of surface area that is open to the cooling air. Not here, though. This pizza is all wrapped up in sub form so you can enjoy it hot for much longer than your everyday pizza. Just don't forget to ask for this secret menu item, toasted.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Deconstructed breakfast taco flatbread.
What is this you speak of?
If you have been thinking that Subway has been lacking in the breakfast area, well, you are wrong. Subway has the deconstructed breakfast taco flatbread on their secret menu, and though they are trying to hide it from you, you can still find it if you look hard enough. The deconstructed breakfast taco flatbread combines everything you love about Subway with everything you desire in a taco. This scrumptious breakfast option comes with egg whites, steak, guacamole, spinach, red onion, tomatoes, and chipotle Southwest sauce. If you have a big day ahead of you, this is what you should be ordering.
That's a great place to start.
Not only is the sandwich super filling and full of good flavor, but the bread is not overwhelming. The flatbread is thin so that carb counters need not worry too much. A flatbread is also as close as you will get to a taco while at Subway. In fact, you can fold this up like a traditional taco, or you can attempt to roll it to get a burrito. How you consume the deconstructed breakfast taco flatbread is really up to you. What matters is that you know about it. Knowing really is the first step in ordering. So go, order, order, order. You now know your options.
We got to get that sandwich.
Order up more by staying right here. Just tap on our next great video and show us some love by hitting that subscribe button and ringing that bell to join our notification squad so you never miss out.